Hello, everybody. I just wanted to send out this little video in hopes that it might help you with how to use Classroom on your end of the program and what it's going to look like for you. So let me go ahead and jump into a class. This will be our classroom. And I've added a couple of things and signed in as a student with a different account so that you can take a look to see how this works. So once your child or students, or if you have signed in with your Clever badge and used it on the screen to sign in, it should sign you right into Google. So you should be already able to go to your Waffle and find all of the programs and your Drive and everything that you can do there. But I would start at a Google page, so not at the Clever page. All right. And then when you are here, you're going to click the Waffle and you're going to go find Google Classroom, which mine is way down here for some reason. So I click on Google Classroom, which is that green billboard with the little character in the middle and the yellow background. All right. So once you click into it, you will see the class. Mine is Mr. Max Grade 2. Now, if you see more than one, the only one we're concerned with right now is Mr. Max Grade 2. You might see Genius Hour in there. I don't know if there's any others that they would be signed up for, but probably not. Okay, so then you can go here and you can click on Mr. Max Grade 2. And now this is where you're going to see your stream. So you've got your three options here. You've got stream, classwork, and people. So stream is just going to be as things are added or comments are made, you're going to be able to see exactly what has been added. Okay, so you can see there are a few things that have been added in here, and some of these you've seen, some you may have been working on, some might be new to you. But this is where you're going to be seeing new things added. And we will give you a list of these things, and you should receive information from me probably at the beginning of the week or as things come out. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, you can go ahead and add a comment here. So you could make a statement for everyone to see here. All right. And then as soon as you do that, you can go ahead and hit post. And that'll be added. Now, you could also add a document there or something like that. But if there's a question that you have, or if there's something that you need to share with people, you can share those there. Okay. I'm going to ask that not everybody really use that as a forum to um, add everything that they've got, only because once it starts to populate too much, then it's harder for us to see the assignments and everything that is needed there. But if there is something that you need to get across to me or the class, you can use that, but use it sparingly. Now, that is the stream. Here is classwork. So anytime that I put assignments in there, you can go ahead and take a look to see what projects have been added. So, we did the piece plates, the bummers and bright sides. If you haven't done those, go ahead and click into there and check it out. Right. If you want to view your work, it'll show all of the information or all of the assignments that have been assigned to you and whether you've done them or not. Now, my John Maxwell account here, a lot of them have been assigned and some of them are missing. It will say missing if you haven't turned it in by the due date that's been on there. And I'll talk about that in a second. Okay. but you can also filter it to see what's been assigned, what's been returned with grade, and what's been missing. Now, we're not so worried about the grades um, for this work. A lot of this is going to be practice work, but there will be some things that I may make comments on and allow you to see um, information that I will share with you. Okay. So now, if I want to go in here, so if I go into an assignment that was just made, let's go to this how-to one. So if I click on it, it gives me a description of it, and then it shows that there's a Google Doc that is included. Okay. Now, I want to go to View Assignment. So I'm going to go to View Assignment, and now my page is going to look a little different. Let me move me over here a little bit. But when you're in an assignment, you can privately send comments to me about the assignment or if you have a question. Okay. So that is right here where it's private comments. So if there are certain things that you need to say that you don't want the whole class to see, that's where you can send me a comment. Okay. And then just click that little arrow or looks like a paper airplane that's being sent to me. And that'll post a comment to me. Okay. Now, if you have a comment that you need to share and you think other people might have the same question or something like that, this is where the class comments will go. Okay. So private comments over here, class comments over under the assignment. Okay. Here's the title of the assignment, a description of what it is. And then over here is your work. So a lot of times what I will do is I will create a document or a form or something for you to fill out, and it'll make a document specifically for you that looks the same as everybody else's, but it allows you to work on it, and only your work will show up on that. Okay. So you come over here to click on that, and then it will create the document for you. And I left this blank, but now I can work on it and I can go ahead and I can do my how-to document and start to type on uh, this. And so I'm going to give it a title, How to Play Monopoly. All right. And maybe that's what I'm going to do, a how-to for the class. And then at that point, I will go ahead and start to write my paragraph or make a list of directions on how to do that. Okay. Now, when I am done, I can go ahead and I can click turn in. So if I click turn in, it's going to attach my how to and send it to the teacher. So it'll send to myself. Okay. It has been submitted. So now Mr. Maxwell will receive information saying that it has been submitted and I'll be able to look at it. Now, if you forget to do something and you've already turned it in, you can unsubmit it and then go back into it to make changes. Okay. But make sure that when you're done, you go ahead and you click this turn in box so that Mr. Maxwell knows that your work is done. Okay. So that information needs to be shared with me so that I know it. Okay. So a lot of times, if you are working in a Google Doc, that is how it is going to come to you. Now, on another one, sometimes I'm just going to include um, information for you. Like here in the stream, I've added my YouTube channel so that you can go ahead and see the read aloud chapters that we've got. And there may be some other helpful videos there. Let's see. And then another one that was created, ballpark estimates. Okay. Sometimes it'll be a Google form that I want you to go ahead and fill out. So in this assignment, all you have to do is you need to go in and you click on the Google form here, and it's going to ask me for permission. because I'm not, my other account is not a Bay account. And you can see it doesn't have bayschoolsohio.org. Um, but you go in and you fill out the form and you answer the questions. And then you have to come back here and then click mark as done. That lets me know that you've gone ahead and you've finished the form and it's been turned in. Okay, so it doesn't say turn in, but make sure that you are marking it as done. So it's going to be one of two things that you're going to have to click in the assignment, either mark as done or turn in. Okay. So either way, please make sure that anything that's been assigned, you come back here and you mark it as done or turn in. Okay. So I hope that helps a little bit about how to take a look at Google Classroom from a student's end of it. If you have any questions, please feel free to email myself or another teacher, and we'll make sure that we get you all set. All right. Have a great one. Thanks, everybody.